cover and read my email.
I can't remember what's happening.
Okay.
Oh, we're on the planet whose name I forget. Eden Prime, isn't it?
That's every science fiction show ever.
What?
We're on the planet, and the thing happened, and then Picard shows up and goes, "Number one."
It's Eden Prime, isn't it?
Eden Prime, yes.
Is it Eden Prime? Yeah.
Yes, it is Eden Prime. It's a better name than people in real life give planets. They're just numbers usually. Like, how boring. Name planets. Also zombies.
Do to them.
Because everything needs zombies.
Zombies make everything.
Just ask every game ever, every Halloween. What was the last zombie film that came out?
The Girl with All the Gifts.
Oh, I have no idea what that is. That sounds like it should be some epic girl who has learned difficulties but gets into some prestigious academy somewhere. And it's a heartwarming tale of an underdog fighting.
Well, that last half is accurate. It's based on a book, and it is pretty much a heartwarming story. Well,
heartwarming story with brain eating.
Well, yeah, because the girl is a zombie.
It's
an interesting one.
It's
the film that's Gemma Arterton and Glenn Close, I believe.
I'm still annoyed with World War Z, the film.
Which I have now seen.
Okay. Yeah.
Humans, thank the Maker. Hurry, close the door.
I still just think of C-3PO.
Do you?
Well, when you say thank the Maker...
Or I think of Dragon Age, because the Maker's the god in the Dragon Age series.
We'll protect you. Thank you. I think
Also Maria by BioWare. I think it was out,
like
like Mass Effect 1.
Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
Because all doctors in future wear skin-tight suits. In science fiction, everyone wears skin-tight suits. It's the thing.
When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
Well, it's like you can make the same comment about most RPGs and fantasy stuff. The female costumes tend to be...
Going through most fantasy games I played recently, that's not the case. Unless it's Conan the Barbarian, in which case you'd argue Conan doesn't wear much in that either.
WoW?
You know, WoW's always been cartoony though.
That's not just cartoony, the costumes always...
WoW, the people's heads are bigger than their... It's not trying to be realistic.
No, I agree in terms of trying to be realistic, but even the point of the costumes, the female costumes tend
WoW
to
in
reveal a
general,
lot.
men are all evil, hulking monsters. Every single female is a...
I know, the guys are always
sexy,
big, broad shoulders.
lithe, frequently decomposing. That's another story.
It's because the game designers know who the target audience are. Like, WoW.
So visually allows you just to have male and female.
Yeah.
Everyone's in full
WoW,
armor, they look the same, and you just no idea.
WoW's target audience tends to be...
Introverted nerds who have no life, and
I was actually going to say teenagers.
there they go here and that.
Which is generally why the men tend to be sort of the peak idea of broad shoulders, muscular, all that kind of thing. The idea of ideal of physical masculinity, and females tend to be sex symbols.
Decomposing some six symbols.
But that ticks some boxes, doesn't it, Sean?
That's some people who.
Awaken the beast! Unleashed the darkness!
Manuel, please. This isn't
Manuel. He needs a Spanish accent to be mad.
No, we're not doing that.
In Barcelona, I can't actually quote anything from Monty Python for 40 Towers off the top of my head.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape?
Yes, it is madness.
No,
Or is it Sparta?
I'm not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
Same one! Me! As you can tell by my voice, I am the same one in this group.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop
To be fair, that is the best sign of insanity.
Well, it's genius and insanity and not two sides of the same coin, like bravery and stupidity.
You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
I was waiting for a disagreement there from you on that bravery and stupidity one.
They are different.
So is genius and insanity. It's just
I know, but my point on the whole thing is an insane person doesn't realise they're insane. An insane person believes they're acting perfectly rationally. They're not aware of the situation. They're not aware that they're acting strangely. Of course, I think one of the textbook definitions of insanity is repeating the same action twice, expecting a different outcome.
Yes, exactly.
Which is my favourite.
Considering insanity is a legal definition. not a medical definition.
Yeah.
Do.
Which is always an interesting conversation when you get into then, because we've had that debate on, well, conversation more than debate, I think, really, because
Very argument to one that we didn't talk for a
we
week.
largely agree on it. That's the thing. It's the thing. It's not really a debate because we both pretty much agree on it, really. We're just coming from two different points, really. On when we've had our conversations to do with Arkham Asylum.
Well, it's incompetent all round. The government of Arkham. It's just incompetent all around.
Oh, that music just lets you know he's a good guy, doesn't it?
Yeah, look at that face. That's a guy you can
This is your
trust.
mission, Sarah. What are you doing here?
The council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here.
Bom, 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 bom.
Don't worry.
That's my impression of the soundtrack.
I've got it.
Bom, bom. I'm sure he's just gonna swat that fly out on the back of his mandibles. That's a good word, mandibles. It's like funicular.
Is that your word of the day?
Yes, my word of the day is mandibles.
Mandibles.
Tune in tomorrow for the next word of the day. That
Could
will
be
be
word of the week.
word of the day. That will be cuttlefish.
I like cuttlefish.
Or you could argue some Lovecraftian monster,
Yeah, that's another argument.
which we'll get to later.
Not today. What? In Mass Effect?
Oh yeah, he tries to get the Kraken. The whole nature of the what's going on. This is more than just a simple territorial racial dispute.
That's nice.
The whole trilogy of these games, you gotta have something big and epic. Do.
All targets down.
Getting down with the beat and my funky tunes and lockpicking. This is futuristic lockpicking.
Everybody
Doesn't
stay
involve
calm
picks or
out there.
locks.
We're coming out. We're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were
Except for
crawling
me.
all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that
We are
ship,
eternally
I
grateful.
thought it was all over.
Sorry, that requires motion, and we're just minor characters. We don't get emotions.
I was going for a Toy Story
Tell me
reference.
We're just
everything
here
you
to
remember about the attack.
dump plot exposition on you and leave.
Working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it.
Rock crops. We grow rocks
I don't know
here.
what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage.
We eat them as well. They are good high in iron, but low in fiber.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made
I was going to say they were growing the rock that was literally like a stick of rock.
Yeah.
What else can you tell
It has
me
to come
about
from
what you
somewhere.
saw?
They
Those two
grow
was
it.
around.
I knew it.
Take a look at it.
That's why it's so fucking expensive all the time.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was
Dubstep.
some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only
So dubstep.
it was coming from
Just describing dubstep to me.
I still like this. I still think the Shriek of the Damned is a good band name.
It's a good band name.
He's probably trying to block communications.
Well, in real life.
whatever it
I don't
was.
know. It should be a band. There's lots of things that should be band names.
I imagine there will be a band out there, even if it's not a major
You know
one, that's
anything
called
about
Shriek of the Damned.
building they dug up?
We're just farmers.
Both of us are looking it up
Sounds like
now.
out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you've got to learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggler.
You found anything?
Nothing
No,
major.
I'm just looking at one page of Google and I'll be able to go.
No. Well, you got The Damned, which is a rock band in
Mhm.
76,
Figured it would come in handy if those things came back.
but there's no Shriek of the
Probably get
Band,
more use out of
The
it.
band.
or Shriek of the Damned, the band. Here we are, The Damned Band. They're an English rock band formed in London, 1976, by lead vocalist Dave Vanian, guitar guitarist Brian James, bassist and later guitarist Captain Sensible.
Captain Sensible.
That's his actual name.
That's gotta be a
Captain
stage
Sensible.
name.
And drummer Rat Scabies.
What's his
Rat. What?
Not a bad guy.
And drummer Rat Scabies.
Besides, I'm not a
Rat
snitch.
scabies.
Yeah. They helped spearhead the punk movement.
Oh joy.
We need his name. It's important.
Captain
Yeah,
Sensible.
okay, you're right.
It's what
Oh,
you
Raymond
associate with
Powell.
punk rock. Is
here
Captain
we are.
Sensible.
Spaceport if he's still alive.
Raymond Ian Burns, known by the stage name Captain
Raymond.
Sensible.
You can't have a punk rocker called Raymond. And,
Sensible's signature headwear is a red beret.
you had a beret.
Still performing.
He's still Captain Sensible, was he now upgraded to Major Sensible? Doing that to American, don't know him in the ranks. Is he Rear Admiral? Sensible now. Commander Sensible. Supreme.
He's been active in politics as well as Captain
Jesus.
Sensible.
Christ.
In 2006, he formed a British political party known as the Blah Party.
Blah!
Yeah, saying we believe that
It's
voting is an
political
important part of the
party.
democratic process, and we want the Blah Party to be the party of protest. A channel through which the people of the UK can vent their their dissatisfaction at nonsensical everyday things and protest against the government and the current crop of political parties.
Right. So, interesting tidbit of the day.
Their initial policies including making John Prescott lose weight, stopping the FA paying Sven-Göran Eriksson, and stopping chav culture and the idolisation of airhead celebrities like the Beckhams, Paris Hilton and Jane Goody, alongside more serious policies of opposing the Iraq War and ID cards, spending money on public transport, hospitals and renewable energy.
Wow. I've learned something today. That's now taken up valuable space in my head.
Yeah, we've gone somewhere.
I've forgotten how to spell now.
First candidate, Kyle Finland, stood in the 2007 local elections in the Thornton and Allerton ward in Bradford. He gained 69 votes,
Ah, 69.
which is 1.6% of the votes.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait, don't shoot. I'm one of you. I'm human.
What are you doing? sneaking
Prove
around
you're
like
human.
Related to the Damned, Captain Sensible left in the 80s and then he rejoined in 1996 after rat scabies left.
The other one shot him.
This is why I really
Saying
didn't get
Nihilus was
popular.
murdered by a Turian?
The other one
Here we
got
are,
here first.
rat scabies.
He
Oh
was
god, now
waiting
we've got
for your
his...
friend showed up.
Christopher John Miller is better known by his stage name of rat scabies.
I think they knew each other. He seemed to relax. He let his guard down.
Never let your guard down.
Shot him.
He's
fighting
the
the
central
back.
character of a book
Oh my god.
Just lucky
called
I
Rat
didn't see
Scabies and the
anything.
Holy Grail.
Like Monty Python,
We're
really
told
great.
the beacon was brought to the spaceport.
Just
What
ends
happened?
really abruptly out of nowhere.
It's over on the
It
other
is a
platform.
Gonzo-esque
Probably where that
request,
guy Saren was.
Gonzo-esque
He hopped on the
quest
cargo train right after
to
he
find the
got
Holy
there.
Grail by punk rock legend Rat Scabies, the one-time drummer of the Damned,
It's gone to hell
with
since
whom
we
Dawes
found it.
strikes up a friendship when the two
mothership
become
showed up,
neighbours in the
they
London
attacked.
suburb of Brentford.
They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived?
Oh
Why didn't
god, the
anyone
world
else
is
try to hide
mad.
behind the crates?
They never had
Right,
a chance.
I've turned away from the Damned.
I was already
Turned away from the
damned.
damned. Become a born-again Christian.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates.
Turned away
before
from
the
the likes
attack?
of Rat Scabies and Captain Sensible.
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
In the future, this phrase 40 winks survive.
Easy.
That's surprising, because I haven't heard it in a very long time.
Ditch work.
It's like people sleep in the future. They run 24 hours a day, you don't need sleep, this is the future.
A gun. What was I supposed to do? Run out there and
Karate chop action, that's what you do when you have a
I
gun.
couldn't say.
Ah!
Nobody could. It was horrible.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute the ship was descending. The next,
Silent.
those Geth were swarming.
As opposed to a slow attack that comes in casually over a space
Yeah.
of a
Must have
week.
been inside that mothership.
Like, we really can't be able to slow you all. Can you do it yourselves? We just
Tell me about
can't be
this
bothered.
mothership you sent.
They've lost the drive for the
I've
job.
never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed
And it
on
really
the
fucked our
platform.
atmosphere up.
The whole place got dark as it came down.
All the sun was set and I don't know, I'm high as a kite right now.
Sound
On future
in
drugs.
the brain. That's what woke me up.
See?
Attack came a few minutes later.
I timed it exactly on my new watch.
For the smuggling ring.
Anyone else watches in the future.
What? But no. I mean,
Bend over,
what's
cavity
the matter
search.
now?
Customs and exports,
I'm a
we're here now.
smuggler, who cares?
You guys aren't customs.
The entire crew's dead.
We are now.
It doesn't matter now, does it?
Well, interesting customs done on a
Used
space
to
level.
death.
Imagine the shit you could
Grenades
smuggle.
came through this week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You think getting on an airplane is a lot of security. Imagine getting on a
We're
spaceship.
out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Just give me the grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
Man, where he reached all the way over.
We
That
need to
was
find that beacon
easy.
before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went.
Oh, train, it'll be late. Or they'll be on strike. Grumble, grumble, Southern Rail, grumble, grumble. I can command you. Telepathically, don't tell you to do anything. Do. Music's getting funky now. Can't
Well,
see it.
you're
Leveling up. This is level up music. It's epic leveling up. Hey, she has hair. Let's see with her helmet off.
we saw she had hair. Oh yeah, it's Carth, isn't it?
It's Carth. He may have been whining Star Wars, and this they forgot to give him a personality. Oops. Dead. You even bleed when you shoot them. Because robots bleed.
Robots have feelings, man.
If they ever do make an AI, there's gonna be a bunch of fucking hippies that come out and...
What, have you never seen Chappie?
There's a UN fucking debate for you.
What?
Robots and sentient life. Be better than whatever shit they're peddling now. But we've always established the UN's ineffectual at everything it does.
Yeah, I must say, it's nice to see you in a good mood.
In like Wonder Woman's made Wonder Woman Day in UN, I went, that's great! Haven't you got better shit to do? Rather than appease middle class white women. There's no things wrong with the world. The UN for you.
It's tricky business getting getting the world to agree on things.
All he needs a massive party. Everyone will, by the end of it, be drunk, be chill.
No, it won't. What about the
All
countries
be
that don't
happy.
drink?
To uncrouch. Isn't the term stand up better than uncrouch?
No, not anymore.
You uncrouch! You mean stand up? No, uncrouch. It's a new thing.
To unwalk.
Is that,
mean,
is that
stand
running?
still.
Is that running or stand still to unwalk?
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it?
This is getting confusing.
Like
Damn this
uncrouch. Would
teenagers
uncrouch,
and their modern hip lingo.
could uncrouch equally mean lie down as well?
Yes.
He's not crouching then.
Not in this game. You can't lie down in this game.
No, but it's like the term of anything. It's just not doing that.
Un.
The entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
No habla English. The Spanish guess. There's always one. Damn Mexicans. Someone should build a wall. Against evil alien robots who take our jobs.
It's difficult to build a wall in space.
Big wall. Look at the, I would say sun, but technically it's not the sun.
It's a sun.
Isn't it a star?
Technically it's a star, but yeah.
Yeah. Space
Their
travel's
sun.
going to be complicated. We have to name everything. What's that? It's a thing. It's the light in the sky. I don't know. When does we ever get into space tourism done?
Hurry!
Maybe we need to get a man to Mars first. That's
That'll
already
probably be done by the end of the century.
been what, 1969, 40 odd, over 40 odd years since you put a man on the moon. The trouble is now we have economic downturn and no Cold War. Let's be honest, a large part of the space war, space race was the Cold War.
Oh yeah, damn right.
So we get another Cold War with Russia, which might happen soon.
Which many are arguing is currently happening at the moment.
Yes. We might get the space race back. Get a man on Mars. Who probably won't be coming back, honestly.
I've seen the Well, I've not seen The Martian, but I'm aware of the premise.
Wasn't it someone who directs one of the other not NASA, but one of the other companies, space companies, was put a plan onto Mars, and the basic idea was people who want to go but realise they're not coming back.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, it's a hard sell.
But it's the nature of we have the ability to get them there. It's just we don't have the fuel. The fuel we wouldn't have the fuel to bring them back.
I'll plan to mine stuff on Mars.
Not just planning and mining
set
stuff.
up a colony, a small colony on Mars.
Because one of the things I've learned at my job from watching a thing called Asteroid
I
Mission
played a
Extreme.
travel space program. I can barely get a spaceship in orbit without blowing up spectacularly.
The premise for Asteroid is that we will use asteroids as waypoints. Because essentially, a lot of asteroids have...
as a refueling stop.
Yeah, that's essentially what the plan would be.
Moon's not an asteroid, it's a moon.
There'll be asteroids to be the plan for us, because asteroids have very often, they sometimes have hydrated minerals inside. So in theory, we could extract those minerals and use them to create water, oxygen, and stuff needed that would be used as a fuel source for the rockets. So we could use the minerals and the elements that exist within the asteroids themselves. So we wouldn't need to take stuff up and turn them into space stations and things like that. We could just use what's already in the asteroid itself. But let's be fair, I don't think either of us are going to be put in charge within the
I
next
could survive
week or so.
however many years it takes to get to Mars currently. Cooped up in
No,
space.
no. I'm saying either of us are going to be put in charge of the program to organise that.
I'm doing it now. It'll be easy. All you need to do is just get... It's like my Kerbal thing. If it doesn't work, add more rockets. You'll get into space eventually. Might kill a few people, but you'll get there eventually. Science demands sacrifice.
You've been playing Portal again, haven't you?
I'm playing Kerbal Space Program. It's pretty much the same aspect of just strap rockets to it. Not enough. Add more rockets. You can never have enough rockets. And,
I've always wondered who would be the Cave Johnson of reality. Apparently it's you.
me and Space Shuttle. Getting an email from NASA saying, yeah, we don't want to employ you for our rocket program.
Speaking of rockets,
So I'm not a former Nazi scientist that we can't.
nothing wrong with Von Braun, he got stuff done.
Well, before or during the war. Either way, he got stuff done.
Done. To be fair, he was a member of the party, but it wasn't like an ideologue, nothing like that. It was a situation where you had to be a member of the party in order to...
That most of Germany.
Yeah, it was.
They had to, they didn't really have a choice in the name. So.
It was the matter of that's why not all members of the Nazi party were necessarily persecuted, because it was a fact of if you wanted to get anywhere in your job, you needed to have the connections that provided, which is a horrible situation for those ordinary people who don't necessarily believe or follow the ideology or even agree with what was committed in the party's name that they were not aware of. But they had little other option. Same thing with members of the Communist Party in the Soviet Union. To use another analogy, if you joined the party, there were benefits and perks. Not just in terms of work, but in terms of you got better food.
Whoa, what's the whole point of communism? Everyone's equal. You get better food. That kind of against the... I'm not an expert on communism.
No,
but the
you're
basic
right,
idea was everyone's equal. That's the whole point. There is no...
I
You work
remind
for
you
the state.
of like Animal Farm. Some animals equal, all animals equal, but some are more equal than others.
I make a joke about men and women these days. Men and women should be equal, just women should be more equal.
No, I don't. I disagree with that sentiment.
I don't care if you put something on a comment. You're wearing the wrong shirt. You're a scumbag. Or the Guardian. Oh, the Guardian meant Batman.
Hang on, we're missing someone here.
Obviously, when Caden goes invisible because the game glitches out. He's got the new cloaking device. See how good it is? You can't even tell he's there. Well, it takes his one thermal goggles, which don't seem to exist in the future. Oh, I got him!
Hug the air.
Got his air. Games go wrong.
No, don't touch it.
Uh-oh, visions. And that's where Dagon shows up, and that's one of the old gods, isn't it? Dagon. I was gonna go with not Cthulhu.
I think so. I think Dagon.
What was the name of a film that was actually an adaptation of The Shadow over Innsmouth? The film was called Dagon, rather than The Shadow over Innsmouth. Speaking of Cthulhu,
Yeah.
Cthulhu in space. That needs to happen. It must happen. Cthulhu.
I suspect it already
in space
has.
eventually. So why can't Cthulhu go?
At some point, I'm pretty sure it has.
Cthulhu's gone into space. Nice rack. I mean,
You are just.
and blue.
was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the car.
What you don't? You ever watch TNG?
Ooh, that's a lot of gods.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
I've just brought up the list of all the deities.
See, when I get angry, the room goes red. It's part of my mood lighting, and when I'm happy, it goes all white and happy, and cheerful music plays.
No, there isn't one called Dagon.
That's a film.
Not in Cthulhu, at least. I do recognise the name from somewhere. Well, I say
I'm pretty
that.
sure it's the name of the film that was actually an adaptation of The Shadow over Innsmouth. They called the film Dagon. Oh, you're the cartoon's very done well.
Doctor?
I haven't quite got the racial bias to do the corruption. I was asleep with my hair in a bun. That's going to be really uncomfortable.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Oh yeah, it is Dagon. You're right. Which is based on his earlier short story,
How did I end up here?
Dagon.
Dagon.
How long was I out?
I've read that
About
one
15
actually. I
hours.
think.
How
Something
racist
happened
was
down
it?
there.
Oh, that's what it is. Dagon is.
I must have triggered some
Yeah, Dagon's not.
You had to push me out of the way.
It's not Cthulhu exactly. It's an ancient Levantine
Actually, we
deity.
don't even know if that's
It's real life.
off.
Well, it's real
Unfortunately,
history.
we'll never get the chance to find out.
Cthulhu's real.
The beacon exploded.
Yeah, man. Don't you worship him?
And the blast knocked you cold.
Do I have a choice?
We must all worship the great chosen one.
I appreciate it.
Only Aquaman can save us from Cthulhu.
Yes,
Detected
yes.
some unusual brain activity.
With his jet ski in Wales.
I also noticed
There
an
it is.
increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw
Tense, man. That weed we smoked when in Prime was.
death, destruction. Nothing's really clear.
I
You
better
hate that
go.
when you have an evil vision but it's never clear.
Oh,
Why are prophecies never clear? This is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is what you need to do.
Will happen this, and then here's all the details you
Here's how you
need.
stop it, rather than being ooh vague.
In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Making a mess in the
Sounds like that
mess.
beacon hit you pretty hard,
I'm a.
Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my
I am now Keith David's in the room.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Is that flirting?
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams?
Hey, you can't even sleep with Keith David in the
I
same
figured we
bro.
could use a soldier like her. She's been
Yeah,
reassigned to
that's
the
His
North.
greatest role ever. Keith David playing Keith David.
She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir.
So I can just
We
do
had
that.
no idea what we were walking into.
Paperwork.
That's why things went.
It's the future, no one has paper.
The Geth haven't been out.
Also, there's no trees, but that's another reason.
There's still bureaucracy, it's just not on paper anymore.
It's not on paper, it's all holographic bureaucracy.
Captain.
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
The Geth would have wiped out the whole colony if I hadn't stopped them.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books.
Behind you, several feet behind you.
It's Saren,
Behind cover.
that other Turian.
But I'm there.
Saren's a specter, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue specter's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Humans are lovely
Why?
people.
He thinks we're
Yes,
going to-
look at all the good they've done to the planet.
Wrong with
A lot of
humans.
aliens that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself.
They're just really passive aggressive about it.
I don't know why.
Ah,
I know
humans.
it had something
Of course
to
you
do
can
with
have my planet.
it.
Come on
They just
in.
beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything?
We'll go with
Anything that might
self-destructed.
Tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind
The
of...
Colonel's secret recipe of 11 herbs and spices.
A vision.
I think it's 11. I haven't seen the KFC ever for
I
years.
saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people.
Apple's new eye army.
We need to report
Shouldn't every
this
eye
to
something
the
begins with
council.
a vowel?
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stolen.
Just because I sleep with my nightlight on doesn't mean I'm not a tough Marine.
Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find
What a
someone
nice
to take him
guy.
down.
It's not that easy. He's a specter.
With no prejudice, because I'm an open-minded human being.
That's why we need the council.
Well,
on
little
our side.
prejudice you can have as you shoot someone through the head
Prove Saren's
with a high-powered
the
rifle.
Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the ambassador.
Well, that's at least the theory.
There's an audience with the council. He'll want to see us as
Oh, it means politicians, and they're always annoying in fiction.
Head up to the bridge and tell Joker.
And
Whereas in real life,
And politicians in fiction are highly manipulative and cunning. Politicians in real life
some of them are.
are more... Very rarely you get the... Ah, the med bay with its hard beds and... complete lack of a doctor.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander. Commander,
Haven't we
glad
been
to see
visited
you
by the
okay.
doctor already?
Yes.
Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you.
But
too.
good news, I get
I
stuff.
could have done something to save him.
Including his beret.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just
Because
bad.
secretly he was Captain
It's
Sensible.
been a hell of a show.
He was the great...
But
That's
his
why he got
distinct-
shot, because he's Captain Sensible.
With
He
his
was
distinctive red
The
beret.
Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
You've got a good grasp.
Oh, it's like the UN, but even worse.
You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are.
What? Seriously, is this becoming just a roast for the UN for you?
Nah, just like...
Check for it.
Pick on the EU.
Besides, my-
That's a touchy subject these days.
Well, even then, it's no good you really picking on it anymore because he goes, yeah, it's awful. And we go, it doesn't really matter, we're
I was a
leaving.
regular Navy brat. I got a little more noteworthy.
Oh, thank God, it's leaving.
Oh, that's right, a cruise. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am.
But not Rear Admiral. I want my own ship. Big guns, can blow a hole through a planet.
The ambassador can get an
That
audience
kind
with
of
the
thing.
council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense.
Because they'll believe us, right? We're trustworthy faces.
Yeah.
The lack of evidence. Evidence these days. You just need to say something was wrong and it's true.
Yes, Commander?
Meanwhile, the
Is there
doctor's
something
outside
I
having a
need?
fag break.
How did you end up serving?
But I recommend you wouldn't smoke on the
I
spaceship.
enlisted right out of
Seems
basic.
like a good way to use up all your oxygen.
It seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to
Living on the
travel
frontier with
stars,
bands every day, that's the life for me.
soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs
Way
the
more people
Alliance if
work in
we
real
want to
life.
keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made
Sadly, I'm not a good doctor.
Sometimes I think
That's not your arm, by the way.
back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like
They
I was
always leave
bound.
their wallets
What do
open.
you know
You can
about
just take
Captain
things.
Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy. being
Alright.
a
When you marry
What's that
him.
have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired to the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
He didn't upgrade. He heard the new system was buggy and was going to give it a couple of weeks to get some
Severe
patches
mental
out.
disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Hayden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Just migraines.
Yeah, that's not at all slightly concerning, is it?
They'll be fine.
I'm glad you're
He's in
okay,
a seriously good mood.
The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of
You didn't even know
Part
him.
of me feels guilty
He was
for
dead
what
long before.
happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I
What,
might not
did
be
you
here.
shoot him?
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
With the blue light that's emanating from my crotch, apparently. Do you like it?
I've seen
It's my
things
searchlight.
comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
With my blue light.
I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
Really bad lighting as well, this ship has. There's some floodlights on.
Thanks, Commander.
So let's have a little tour around the ship. That was the tour. It's only 8 people can sleep at a time. I assume they're sleeping pods. And these two are flirting. That's why they're away from the group, so they can have private times.
You leave them alone.
Listen to it. Hey, if they need me to be one of their wingman, wingwoman. What's the female equivalent of wingman?
I don't know.
I assume they're the female equivalents now. They're in the world's slowest elevator. Oh my god. Well, there's a fire. You can't use the elevator. You can't get to the cargo deck.
Strictly speaking, in a fire, you would never use the elevator anyway. In any
If you're stuck in the cargo deck, you're stuck on the cargo deck.
Wing woman.
Commander,
Wingwoman.
looking for some extra supplies before you head
What? A bit on the nose?
Yeah.
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily
Drinks.
a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
It's way more cooler and painted red with gold spikes on it, so it
My
looks
stuff
cool.
doesn't come from the Alliance. I
Also,
have
we'll pimp your
licenses
gun if you
separate
want.
from
Neon,
the
subwoofers.
Hell, the licenses
Guns
alone
need
are setting me
subwoofers.
back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain
Or
brand of
do
product.
they? They
I already
do.
have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Buy your own cheap military to buy your own gear. I don't know, you might buy your own gear in the real military. I know nothing about the army. It all comes in a briefcase, apparently. Well, that one doesn't. It comes in a box. Selling our excess junk.
Oh, that's a bit unpleasant.
What?
I'm just reading about the various definitions on Urban Dictionary.
Jesus.
With wing woman.
Oh,
The only
God.
place I found by the actual definition of it is.
It's like certain things.
Well, largely they're all exactly the same thing. An additional one I saw on the very last entrance for it, though, is apparently the role of the wing woman isn't so much girl helping girls get a guy, it's girls helping guy get a girl.
Oh.
So it works in the same way as literally what a wingman does, it's just the gender of the wingman is reversed. Or switched.
Shiny ship core. I better leave. I'll in the book.
However, apparently, if a wing woman fails in her task...
She gets shot.
No, she has to go home with the guy instead.
That's hilarious.
That's not...
Either way, the guy wins, providing both of them are relatively attractive.
Yeah, which is a bit unfair, really, by and large. I mean, to be fair, if it's a situation where they agree to it in the first place, but if that's a situation, why are you acting as the wing woman in the first place? Essentially, it means you're accepting, alright, I'm going to be the consolation prize.
Alright, prize. You're the cuddly toy, not the trip to Italy in the game.
Yeah.
Or the quivering bloke. You cannot be the only person who remembers the quivering bloke from the Generation game.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander.
Ooh, shiny galaxy map.
Yeah, I don't understand some stuff.
Dating? What is this thing? Or is it just women?
That's not dating. Wingman doesn't work in the principle of dating. Usually it's meeting people at nightclubs and that sort of thing.
Nah, nightclubs. I don't know. I avoid clubs with a vehement... Woo! Taxpayer! Like I pay taxes.
You avoid leaving the house.
Generally, yes. The outside world, I read the news, the outside world is scary. Great clouds in space as well. Was I already on the bridge? Why did I walk back? Fuck it.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Hey-oh.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could break through the
Dick
barriers
joke.
in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then. Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy.
Or is it? It
Dun,
is. It's also traffic. Even though Joker's going down the wrong lane just to be an asshole. How does lanes work in space?
Roger, Alliance Tower.
How does lanes?
How does lanes work? Yeah, I can speak English. I'm getting in with the lingo of the kids and all that thing, where you don't pronounce things properly. Or
No,
where,
just don't.
also can't wear your trousers properly.
No, just...
Like I'm wearing trousers at the moment.
And that's a mental image I won't be getting out of my head anytime soon.
That's it. Back to the therapist.
This is an outrage. The council would
fountains.
step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony.
Well, it was a very quick, sudden change there as well.
Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
That's a door.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action. You don't get to make
Oh, Dina. You're a pain in my ass the entire time.
Investigating your charges against Saren.
Do you like that? I've got a voice modulator on, make you sound cooler than I actually am.
Captain Anderson.
Oh, it's hung up on him. What an asshole.
Crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime. In case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate.
Did we need to come in armor? It seems like we were expecting a firefight.
His voice is very much one of, I don't really want to be here right
Saren's
now.
their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
It's got a certain amount of Peter Cushing. Is it Peter Cushing? I'm thinking
They
of?
don't stop him, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead in the...
And I did. I'm still standing here. You never said how the job was meant to be done.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out
I'll
of the
listen to
Spectres.
evidence.
Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
Woo, clearance. Right with your ass. You'll only get more irritating as the game goes on. Stupid politics getting in the way of me shooting things. Someday, just want to burn this entire place to the ground. What? Why are you all looking at me like that? Does anyone else have those feelings about burning things to the ground? I should go.